Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel for FUT birthday preview video number 3. And I'm actually going to load into Ultimate Team so you guys can see the loading screen that came out today. A lot of you guys have probably seen it, but they did release a FUT birthday loading screen. Obviously, you see here it starts in 1 day, 15 hours. We don't have any other loading screens out really that matter, but 15 hours, 1 day and 15 hours until this FUT birthday promo begins. And they said we're getting more info today. They're probably going to tweet out some more info from their Twitter today. So we'll find out more about what's happening with FUT birthday, what type of SBCs we might be getting, and that's honestly good. That helps us prepare because that's one thing they've been doing really well this year, I feel like, is they've been a lot more they've just been telling us what's going to be happening during these promos. They always give us kind of a page on their website that we can go to, and sometimes it lays out the entire promo for us, telling us how many icon SBCs we're going to get, telling us how many flashback SBCs and other types of SBCs and content that we're going to get. So look out for that type of web page or that kind of tweet to come out today from EA, since they said they were going to release more information. But the point of today's video, number 3, FUT preview, is gold cards and gold investing, because last year a ton of people, including myself, made a lot of coins off of gold cards during the FUT birthday promo. And basically what I want to kind of mention about that is last year probably is going to be different than this year, just in the fact that we're not guaranteed to get all the SBCs that we got last year this year. So last year we had literally the top we had 3 of the top 5 icons in the game last year. Their SBCs were dropped during FUT birthday. We had Hullet, we had Maldini, and we had R9 Ronaldo. So we had those SBCs dropped during FUT birthday, and as you can imagine, that is a crazy amount of demand for some of these high-rated players. So you saw high-rated players across the board going up in price. Now, yes, a lot of the players went up later after the promo was done, because there were a lot of promo packs. So honestly, the best time these players rose, the higher rateds that people use in icon SBCs, they rose towards the end and out of the promo. So they didn't rise right away. So if you invested in the high rated golds, like the 87s and up, the 86s and up, they didn't really rise as fast as the 83s through 85s. And we're going to head over to FUTBin and take a look at a couple graphs. And honestly, it is quite shocking how much these rose. And I was very surprised to see this myself when I was starting to look this up today. So this is a graph of Mustafi. So he would be an 84 rated card this year, comparable to maybe a Sule or to maybe a Gundogan, or just somebody who he's a little bit more expensive than the average 84 because he gets great links and he's very good for SBCs. Look at this, like this entire year, this Mustafi card, the highest he got before FUT birthday was like 7K, and look how high he gets here. FUT birthday last year started on the 16th, and look where he was at on the 17th and 18th. 9,000 coins for this Mustafi card on Tuesday. This is probably when they released one of the icon SBCs, or we had the Rooney SBC, we had all types of other FUT birthday SBCs that were coming out that required these gold cards. So you can look and see that this card went from about 4,000 coins on Monday to the next Monday being about 8,000 coins, and he stayed high. Look at this, he stayed high for literally 2 weeks. He never dipped back down to 4K until the 28th, which was literally like 3 weeks later. So this is a big time rise in an 84 rated like Mustafi, and the reason why he stayed high was because there was SBCs out that people were continuing to chip away at, the icon SBCs that were still in the game, as well as other SBCs that were requiring 84 rated cards. Obviously, he reached his highest peak here in the first 3 or 4 days of these SBCs being out after the lightning rounds went away. So that would kind of be your sell time. That's kind of your sell time for a lot of these cards. It's not going to be right away investing in these high rated golds, because most of the people that invest in them are going to be selling them right away. So you don't want to be selling with them. You want to wait it out a little bit longer. You can make an extra, sometimes 2 to 3 to 4K a card, depending on what card you're selling. Here's Carrasco, 85 rated left mid, perfect SBC player. Look where he goes. He goes from about 13K, 12K, right before the promo comes out. Promo ends right here, and then boom, he's up to 18,000 coins. So he goes up about 6,000 to 7,000 coins during that promo because of the icon SBCs. Something came out here. I don't know what this was, but he went all the way up to 30K. Not entirely sure what came out on that date, but that's kind of where the 85s went. The 85s went from like 10K, a little above 10K, all the way up to 20K, which is a very, very nice rise because you can stack tons and tons of these cards, and that's the really, that's the thing that appeals to people when they go and they want to invest in high-rated golds. Just the fact that they can go unassigned on them, they can stack so many of them at a cheap price, and the possibility for them to rise is it's there. And you always need gold cards for SBCs. There's always SBCs in the store that are requiring high-rated cards. It kind of keeps the floor of them up a little bit. It keeps the icon SBCs from getting too cheap. And there's always people that are working towards or that are doing icon SBCs. That's why the high-rated golds kind of have a value in FIFA Ultimate Team, like that company card. Not many people are going to use that in their teams, but they're great investing opportunities at some time. So back over to Footbin and check out a couple more graphs. We have 87 Iniesta, so it's an 87 rated card, a bit higher rated. Not going to be turned in for Team of the Week SBCs or any type of player SBC unless it has a high rating, which would be icon SBCs. So look what happens here. His price goes down right before FUT Birthday. FUT Birthday starts here on the 16th. He's still pretty low, 25, 29K. And then boom, look where he goes in the weeks after FUT Birthday when more SBCs come out. He goes all the way up to 36K. So it was a very nice rise. He went up about 10K right there. I want to also look at Tony Cruz. Now this would be a icon SBC only investment. This card would only go up for icon SBCs because there's literally no other SBCs that come out that require that high of a rating. And he had a very nice rise. I mean, if you look at his graph throughout the year, this was one of his highest rises, like throughout the whole year. He went from 60,000 coins all the way up to 78, 79,000 coins in about a week's time. So that's a pretty nice rise, but that honestly just tells me you see how the rise takes a couple of days. Obviously those Footbin graphs are not exact. They're not showing us exactly what's going on, but it's a good kind of general readout of what was happening last year. And you saw that rise take place over a couple of days or sometimes a week and a half to 2 weeks, and that is a total sign of that card being required for an icon SBC, because a lot of people aren't able to just pump out an icon SBC really fast, especially when you think about an icon SBC that has so many squads to do. I mean, look at how many squads you have for Socrates here. You have an 80, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 88 again, and 89. Now, if you think about a Ruud Gullit SBC, which probably the Moments card would probably be around anywhere from 3 to 5 million coins, probably more towards 4 to 5, depending on just how EA wants to do that. But that's going to take people a long time to finish. Some people are, yes, going to be able to complete it in one day. They're going to overpay for cards. But a lot of people don't have the money to do it right away, so they're going to start chipping away at it. They're going to be doing upgrade SBCs to try to pack some of those higher rated players and save money. And then obviously, this is the kind of the time of the year where people are going to be getting high rateds from other SBCs that are in the game, like maybe an 84 to 86 upgrade, an 87 to 89 upgrade. And a lot of those cards end up getting turned in, and that makes people want to start chipping away at icon SBCs as well. So that's the main point with investing in these high-rated cards, is you have to have SBCs that will make the card's price rise. So obviously there has been a few leaked things about this promo so far, and one of the first things that was leaked about FUT Birthday on Twitter today from, I think it was a Russian account, that tweeted it. I think they tweeted the tweet that we're supposed to see either on Friday or today. I think they tweeted it early, and we saw it today, had to translate it, but it said that we were getting 21 players in packs and 21 different players through SBCs. That's 42 new cards on FIFA Ultimate Team, which is crazy to think about. But in my mind right away, when I hear 21 SBCs, I think of FUTMIS and how the high-rated golds went up a lot during FUTMIS, just because they were required over and over and over again, and there wasn't a huge supply of lightning rounds, of packs on the game, or an SBC that was giving out high-rated cards to keep supplying those high-rateds on the market. Now, again, we are counting on high-rated SBCs and doable SBCs. That's the whole thing that I want to make you guys totally aware of with this investing in high rated golds. That's not something that I like to do it a lot, just because they're all over the place and it's one of the most popular ways to invest. So a lot of times it gets over invested, which could be the case this time. But again, we're totally depending on a good quality SBC and a cheap and affordable SBC from EA, which is bound to happen during this promo. There's bound to be a couple of them, but we really need multiple and multiple of them for it to be an actual good investment. And that's why I don't really condone investing in a ton of these cards. If that's something that you like to do, by all means, go for it. But it is a good way to make coins. I can't deny that, but it's just not something that I like to do. It's just not something that I've liked to do ever. I mean, there are times where trading with golds is good in the beginning of the year when they're still rare, and EA drops the first couple sets of SBCs, and there just aren't that many cards on the game for people to turn in, and then there's no promo packs or whatever going on, and then they rise for like the first player of the month or whatever. But now we've had almost like 4 or 5 months of the game. There's a lot of these cards that are on the market. We're going to be getting lightning rounds with this promo, and I just don't like relying on EA's content to make me coins. I just want to be able to make coins on the market by either panic selling. What's going on with Gundawan here? He's up a lot. Crazy. But I don't want to have to rely on EA to put out an SBC for me to make coins. I can make coins other ways on the market through panic selling, through investing in links and stuff like that. So again, as you saw in these graphs, if history repeats itself, if we get 21 SBCs that are all semi-doable, they average out to kind of be like FUTMIS, that are great players, that are very interesting players, that are SBCs that people are going to want to complete, you're going to see 84 shoot up like this. Probably not right away, because there's going to be tons of lightning rounds, and there are going to be packs in the store or in the SBC section as well, from daily SBCs and from doing these icon SBCs and whatever other content they come out with. There's going to be a lot of packs open, so that's how EA is going to try to control the prices to not let them get too high to make the SBCs totally not doable. But that also doesn't allow traders and guys like us to make as much coins if they're continually supplying those players. So this is kind of an area where I would say you see the graphs from last year, and you can really see that there's a huge opportunity here to invest. And now it's just kind of up to your decision, really how you feel like they're going to run this promo. And this might be a decision that you might be able to better make today when we get more information about what this promo is going to be about. If they say that 5 or 6 out of those 21 SBCs are going to be icons or flashbacks, we know flashbacks usually require higher rated squads as a requirement. So that would be something that I would think about. Maybe getting a few more gold cards in my club. Now, the way that I like to invest with gold cards, you've heard people talk about it before, is just stashing them in the club. And you kind of saw here that I had a lot of gold cards in my club currently. I think I picked these up a couple weeks ago after the last promotion when they were like, the 87s were under 20K. What did I get these 87s for? 20K for him, and then all these 86 rated were like 14 or 15K. What did Naldo? 15K for Naldo. 14K, Skriniar for 15K, when a lot of these were very, very cheap. Whoa, I don't want to quick sell. We want to check the price. I packed Sonic, nice. But a lot of those cards I got in the last promo when they were very cheap. And right now, if we take a look at these cards, which is something I want to do with you guys, take a look at these high-rated cards and their prices currently. They are a little bit more inflated. You see 86s are at 16 to 17K. I think a lot of people have seen what those graphs looked like last year, the graphs that we just looked at. I think a lot of people have also seen those, and they've started to go invest in these cards, and I think you're going to continue to see that. If EA puts out more information today about, hey, we're going to have this many SBCs, people are going to hear that, and they're going to say, we got to go invest in high-rated golds more, and these prices are going to rise up. But one thing we do know about the first day of a promo, on Friday, when this FUT birthday promo drops, we might get an SBC or two, but most of the time, we don't get SBCs, major SBCs at least, and it's all packs, and packs right from the get-go. They lower, and people that invest in these cards beforehand, they lose coins right away because those card prices go down, and that actually is the better time to stock up on these cards. If you're going to invest then, especially after a lightning round. I mean, think about how many cards are going to get packed, especially in the 83 to 84 rated range. during a lightning round. 3 sets, you have 50Ks, 100Ks, and 125Ks, the best packs on FIFA Ultimate Team. I mean, you open a 100K or a 50K and you're almost guaranteed an 83 or an 84. Not guaranteed, let me rephrase that. You're probably going to get an 83 or an 84 based on the pack odds and what that pack gives. And that just drops the prices of all of these cards on FIFA Ultimate Team, because there's not a ton of SBCs that are out right now. And people are expecting SBCs, so they will be invested in. So that will also hurt the rise of these high-rated golds as well. If we get SBCs, right when we get that first icon SBC, people are going to go onto the game and they're going to expect right away for their 86s and 87s to jump up 10K and they're going to make bank. That's not how it happens. You're going to have to wait for multiple SBCs to come out for the supply and for the majority of investors to sell their cards off onto the market before you really see the highest rise in these cards. Because right now we have good icons that are out, but they're not the most, like Mateus is the one that people really look at and they think, I want to do Mateus. A lot of people want to do Del Piero, a lot of people want to do Desai and Socrates as well. But the Hullet, the R9, a Ronaldinho, a Eusebio, a Cruyff. I mean, I talked about this in my icon video. There are so many icons this year. If EA drops them and makes them affordable, I do think the high-rated golds could fly, as well as the informs, because there's always inform requirements on those SBCs. But I am just a little bit skeptical as of now. I don't think I want to invest in these cards. I will stock my club though, and I think that's the safest route to go. That way, if you want to do an SBC, you have a lot of them in your club already, and you got them for a pretty cheap price. But if you just wanted to invest in that sort of way, if you want to invest in some of these high-rated golds, just sending one of each to the club when they get cheap is a great way to invest with those. So again, try to watch those prices on Friday when the promo drops. We're going to find out more information today on what types of SBCs and stuff we could be getting. So that'll help us kind of plan our investments as well. I'll put out a video Friday morning tomorrow before the promotion actually starts, talking about some market movements that we might see from this team of the week, from panic selling old previous cards, and maybe some last minute investments right before the promo does drop, based on the information that we do get today on FIFA Ultimate Team. But the loading screen is there, the panic is real, the hype is real, all at the same time. Hopefully you got your coins ready. Thursday flips was this last night. I'm recording this Wednesday night, so I'm going to try to go out and maybe try to find a few deals. I don't think the market's going to rise much, so mostly I'm just going to focus on getting all the flips that are on my transfer list currently, just getting them out, and because I don't think a lot of people are going to be buying on Thursday and into the promotion on Friday. So I'm just going to be trying to get liquid basically from everything that I have on my transfer list, which is a decent amount of stuff. At the moment, not a ton of stuff is selling, as you guys know, since the market is getting ready for this FUT birthday promotion. But again, take what I brought to you in this video about the high-rated golds and kind of make your own decision, whether you think it's good for you, whether you think what you hear from EA today makes it worth it to invest in these high-rated golds. I mean, obviously we saw the graphs. You have the 84s that jumped a lot, you have the 85s that jumped a lot, and then you had the higher-rated cards that went up a good bit over time as people did icon SBCs. So take that information, do with it what you will, and hopefully we all making some coins through this, and hopefully we get some sick content for FUT birthday this weekend. If you enjoyed the video, smash a thumbs up on it, and comment down below if you have any questions. Of course, always love to answer those, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's been Nate, the FUT Accountant. Catch you guys later. Peace out.